It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Using his legs, it's Singleton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, going up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's not quite. Start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Leaves it with the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
It's complete. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish it...
Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing his...
Snags it down the right side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose on top of him.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for a crease. It's Singleton. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll try the run. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got the... There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for space. It's Singleton. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They've got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
To the air, it's Manning. And his throw is incomplete. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Fair catch, called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback extends the play. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Ross. Turning it on. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The run to the right. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Aller. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going. Want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Power football with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be third and long. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Using his feet to buy time. Slings it downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pressure coming. And the defense got him in the 27. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this 1st half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the 1st half ends.
Goes to the option. The pitch. Finds a little space. Gets it past the marker. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's going to let it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to throw, it's Aller. They're setting up the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
And a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now is... sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the ground, it's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This drive comes from the 35-yard line. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Past the first down marker and still running. It's a seam wide open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for room, it's Singleton. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Aller. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You've got to get hurries. You've got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wraps it inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Going to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Aller. Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
Texas, 7.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to run for it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Shoots it to the left. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He almost had another one. They've already picked off and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Lost a throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's thrown another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 21 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll pitch it. Oh, a lot of space. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Touch pass on the run. a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten the rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not